Hey, my stitchy friends, it's me, Tony, also known as the Stubborn Stitcher. I have gone all week without my husband calling me stubborn. It may be a record. How are you? How are things? Today is Tuesday, the 19th of January. I was going to do this yesterday. That was my plan. And I'm generally a happy person, but yesterday I was in such a funk. I was just like, no. Because if I had done this, it would have been, hello, welcome to my channel. So, but I feel better today. So welcome. This is my FlossTube about cross-stitching, where we talk about cross-stitching. Because I cross-stitch. Go figure. I have my notes. I had to write notes this week. Fun week. Fun week. What's new with me? I'm easily distracted by the window. Not much. I'm trying to think. Weather here has been kind of, hasn't really been that cold. It was cold last week. This week it's much more temperate. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at that. I'll cut that out. But it's overcast. It's rained off and on, which is good for us because we're in a bit of a drought. It tears up my allergies, and so that part hasn't been fun. But aside from that, we're doing great. The virus that shall not be named, our numbers are atrocious. So I try not to leave the house unless I need to. So we need to get a vaccination, but they have in my city, you could, I think, log online for one spot, and another spot you could call. Well, I forget calling because it's busy. And then they were scheduling people, and then the pharmaceutical company had a delay and didn't send the medicine. So not the smoothest operation. So eventually we'll get one. And I guess I'll feel better about everything as far as my getting it or hubby getting it or giving it. But I'm beginning to know more and more people that have gotten it, or I'm a family member. So that's a little disconcerting. But that's it. Forget that. We're here to talk about cross-stitching. So, what have I been doing? Well, mostly 2 sals, because it seems like school, like I have assignments. So I'll kind of be glad when one of these is over. This is the Stitchonomy, because I get something every 3 days. And I don't know why, but I'm very slow at doing this. I like it. I mean, it's cute, but I think we're more than halfway done. There's 15 rows, and we are currently on row, let's see. I pinned mine in the fabric. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 6 more, right? So I think, I don't know where we were the last, let's see if we got that Sunday. I think maybe we were on the hats the last time I talked to you. So since the hats, oh, there are the hats, if you didn't see the hats, we had, yes, more snowflakes. This is the 3rd row of snowflakes. different kind, but still snowflakes. And now mittens. As you can see, I'm only halfway done. And you can use whatever color, so I've just done the gamut. That one snowflake is where I said, I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to do it, I'll do it later, it's a placeholder. But it's cute, it's cute. I don't mind it. It just seems to sneak up on me. And I've been using my sulky threads for this because it's easy and you get variation. And some people are much more into it as far as you know, choosing colors and contrasting colors for different things, like on the gloves and the hats and stuff. No. This one, I don't know if I said this last time, this one hat present. You ever get like one thing you just can't, whatever you do, it's just going to be screwed up. And I couldn't get this hat for nothing. So finally, to correct all my boo-boos, I made a separate kind of top on it, called it a day. But everyone has been something. I mean, does anybody else feel like if you make a mistake and you let it go, that somehow it will appear on your permanent cross-stitching record somewhere? You know, stand before St. Peter at the pearly gates and he'll say, I noticed in this Sal that your spacing was off. Don't know if I can let you through. Anyway, now, let's see what else do I have. Now this is the big one. This is this one. This is the black work one, which I actually like. And tomorrow we get the new one. So I've done 2 squares. Stupid me. The second rectangle, I thought I knew which way it went. No, it didn't go that way. It went the other way. So I had to frock it. Then something else was wrong with it. So I had to frock it. But here's the 2-week update. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. So I like it. It's pretty. I kind of have a method to my madness, sort of still so far. And Dr. Kristi, hi Dr. Kristi, my friendly neighborhood medieval historian, who's also a needleworks person on the site. She is doing this. She just started hers, but she gave me a little that mine is too, because I have different, I've split up colors and stuff, and she says because I'm retired and I have time on my hands. This is not true. 1, you don't have time. Well, I have some time on my hands. 2, it just helps me figure this out. If I can break it down into components and color coordinate it. This is how this works when you're spatially challenged. I'm just telling you, it's how it works. So it has nothing to do with being retired. I'm just saying. But I like this. This is sort of the, outline with the numbers of this sequence. So this week we'll do the adjacent rectangle. So this lasts all year, so I don't feel like it's a big assignment. It's sort of just like a yearly goal. I didn't work at all on my Prim Village. Okay, let me just say, I have figured something out. Oh, there you go again. I figured something out about my stitching, okay? Because I think I asked a few weeks back on this very FlossTube channel about left-handed if it made a difference on how your stitching looks. Because here's what happens with my stitching. I go along and most of it will look okay, but then it's like, oh, you're going along, then it's, oh, and it's like, I can't have it looking like that, because, there'll be somebody that'll say, oh, there's a wonk right there. But I can't figure out why. I thought it was because I was left-handed. And something, with maybe I was doing something wrong. Everybody assured me, no, left-handers go this way, that way, and left-handers go this way, that way. Whichever, stitch is on top, and it doesn't make a difference. But I have figured it out and have tested and proven my theory. Okay. Here's your piece of material. I'm coming along, right? This is how I usually go. I go from here to here, this way, that way, and then this way, that way. It's fine. The difference is, see this way, that way? Because it's always been, I've always understood if it's between coming up through an open hole and going up a hole where there's already a stitch, opt for the hole that's open, so you don't disrupt the other stitch. So sometimes, I go this way, that way. Sometimes I go this way, that way. It just depends. And therein lies the problem. When I go this way, that way, because I'm left-handed, and I'm going this way for some reason, it makes my stitches wonky. But if I'm going this way and I go this way, that way, they look quite nice. Go figure. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that problem. Am I the only one that's ever had that problem? Could be. So I have switched to only, it matters not if it's an open hole or there's a thread already in it. I'm going this way, that way. And it seems to be working so far. This is just going to be a problem. So, I said all that to say this. The other thing I'm working on, because I need something that I can watch FlossTube and not feel like I'm going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I did, and I think I mentioned this last week, that I had started this little kit from some unknown Chinese company that is a pre-printed kit. So the canvas is pretty stiff, and for some reason it's because it's so colorful, because they do alternate, like really crazy colors. So like they have like this hot pink for the ecru. It's hard to see the hole sometimes, but I've got a fair amount here of the ecru and along the handle, and I started with this little blue just because I wanted a contrast. So, but it's nice. It's something I can do that I feel like I'm doing something, but I'm not doing something. But it's still cross stitch because I'm still making little X's. And it'll be cute when it's done. I'm not in a hurry because it's not a sow, so it doesn't matter. So when I want something easy breezy, I pick this up. And like yesterday, it's another thing. I don't know if anybody does this. There are days I just can't cross stitch. Yesterday I was like that in my little funk. I couldn't watch FlossTube. I just couldn't stitch. I tried to. Not feeling it. Today I'm okay. Tonight I was okay. Now, here's the other problem I have encountered. Some people would say, this is not a problem, but it could be a problem. We all know that cross stitch, once you kind of get into it, becomes sort of a rabbit hole. We've all talked about the rabbit hole. I have a whole box of patterns that I probably will never get to, and I've only been doing this for like 6 months. It's not so much a rabbit hole for me anymore as a whack-a-mole. I am playing whack-a-mole. I will tell you why. So I was perfectly fine doing cross stitch, learning how to do linen, doing sulky threads, doing, over dyes. This was keeping me occupado, very much so. But then, again, Dr. Kristi. No, she had to make a turkey out of black work. And I'm just nerdy enough and just, squirrel enough to say, oh, black work. I don't really know anything about black work. I should look at that. That looks very complicated. I don't think I can do that. Let me look it up. Let me Google black work. Oh, from Spain. Catherine of Aragon brought it over to England. Oh. So it went from Spanish work to black work. And history minor. Oh, it's only backstitch. I can do backstitch. I can do black work. Let me do this now. Okay? So now I'm like black work. Then Kristi mentions one day that for Christmas, her boyfriend, fiance, got her a lesson class from the Royal School of Embroidery. Oh, embroidery. I remember that. I saw a little segment on that on Sunday morning one time when Kate and Will got married, because the Royal School of Embroidery worked on her dress. I remember that. It was very cool. I thought it very intriguing. So let me go look that up. Oh, yes, they do offer classes. Oh, look. In addition to black work, there's gold work and white work and Jacobean embroidery. Ooh, that looks cool. It's crewel embroidery. I remember crewel embroidery. That looks interesting. Then so there I go. Looking over here. Looking over there. Now I'm watching videos. And so it goes. And then the latest one, which is cross-stitch related, is I watched the Modern Folk Embroidery FlossTube, and he had an interview with this very nice 29-year-old woman from New York, I think New York City. She is working on her PhD in acupuncture and Chinese medicine. But she does teeny tiny cross stitch. Like 1/1 on 56 count linen. Who does that? So these big old pieces, not this big. Now I'm like, ooh, that looks fun. I wonder if I could do that. That's just one of, because people get all freaked out over 1/1, and I don't know why, because it's exactly what you do on Ada. It's just 1/1, so what's the difference except that it's teeny tiny? Now, there's no way in God's green earth I can see 56 count. I can see 32 count. So I'm like, let me go watch her. So there she was, and she was talking about it, and now I have to add that to the ever increasing list of things I need to try before I die. So here's me. Here's my mallet. Whack-a-mole, whack-a-mole, whack-a-mole. So yeah. I don't know when I'm going to get all this done. I have to live to be 100. That's the only thing I can think of to get it all done. Or I'll just be sad. Anyway, I just want to share that with you. I don't know if anybody does the whole whack-a-mole thing, or if you just really straight cross stitch. I just wanted to share that. I don't know why. Okay. I have a free pattern for you guys. Not that I did. I found this designer. She's British. She had the cutest little designs. Her name is, hold on, Durene Jones. And she releases a free pattern every Friday. She has a Facebook group, which I will put all the information below. And here is a little photo of her latest little freebie chart. That I just thought was adorable. So, if you like free charts, like who doesn't want a free chart? She has really cute stuff. She has an Etsy store, I think, or whatever, or a website, or I think it's an Etsy store. So check that out. Okay? Now, let me talk about haul. I had haul. I did. I made a separate video because I thought, well, let me go ahead and do the separate video. So whenever I come upstairs to do the other, I can just have already put the stuff up and I don't have to worry about it. And I'll just either make it a separate video or I'll put it somewhere in the regular video. So I did. I made a little video, blah, blah, blah. Had to chop it up a couple of times. I go to put it together so it's like one little piece I can insert like here. I didn't have the camera on for the big part. And I'd already put everything like up, kind of, sort of. So I will now recreate for you. I'm not going to recreate. You're going to get the abbreviated version of everything, okay? Of what I had that was new. Of course, after I talked about having a whole box full of charts I'll never get to, what did I do? I bought a chart. This is a Taya Governor. Isn't that cute? Isn't that precious? You get the Ada, you get the floss, you get a needle. It's counted cross stitch, but look at all these different colors for this. I understand that she has really great charts and patterns, so I just thought this was so cute. Got it off of eBay. eBay is your friend. So that was that. Now, have you guys gotten these? These are good for holding your bag. They're thread holders. You're supposed to put them on your spool's thread. See this? I dumped everything in here. Back at Christmas time, I heard about this Canadian designer, and her little company's called Textured Treasures. Okay? And she had, you could buy, sort of, I guess it was the end of the year, it was like boxes, or, you know, and they had 3 levels, 3 price points. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to get one. I just want to see what I get. Because it was like you would get in a whole little array of stuff. And I used to get subscription boxes all the time, makeup and stuff. And they were always fun. I thought, you know, I'm just going to get me one. Took 3 weeks to get here from Canada. I could have driven to Canada. Anyway, it was just delightful, and I will show you what I got. First, I got this lovely piece of Jubilee mint green 28 count. Isn't that pretty color? Can you see? Yeah, that's about it. Big old piece. Big piece. I don't know when it's a fat quarter, a fat eighth. I don't know what all the things are. It's a big piece of cloth. So, very pretty. Not too minty. It's not like, you know, toothpaste. So, here is her. And here's her information, which I will also have down below. So I won't bore you with it. And along with that, I got a pattern, but it is a scary pattern because it's like needlework kind of stuff. Can you see that? You see all that? There's like pulled threads and all sorts of stuff. It has twisted threads, band weaving, cut work, helix stitch, binding blocks, a leaf herringbone, Rhodes hearts. So it has all this different stuff. I don't know what it is, and after this I may not want to touch embroidery. I'm not sure. So there's a Rhodes heart that looks, I mean, it's easy. It's just made with little straight stitches, but they're done in sequence, so it looks like a heart. I mean, that's what these all are. It looks like. So it doesn't instruction-wise, it doesn't look like it's hard, except the cut work kind of scares me. So a lot of what was in the box are called for things for this. But they're also called for things, I'm not called for, but things I can use in other pieces. So I have several. I have like this overture, and then I have a lot of threads. Now somebody tell me, because I don't know, like some of these, like this one, the DMC is a different color, and I don't know if it's because it's variegated. It says it's 4068. Very pretty. And then another one says 69. Also variegated. So I don't know if that's just, I don't know. Some of these look different. And I have some, okay, like this one. If you know, will you just let me know so I know? I mean, I'll look it up because I'm nerdy that way. But like this number is 5 digits. It's 33,685. But it doesn't look really any different except the label. Then I got from Velour shadowed dyed fabric, which I'm unfamiliar with these guys, but isn't that pretty? And Then I got a lot of gentle art because I think they're called for in the pattern that I just showed you. So let me see if I can grab them all at once. I think that's most of them. So I have cherry bark, schoolhouse red, cherry wine, avocado, and corn husk. So there's all the colors. Aren't those pretty? Aren't those pretty? You know, I want to do that. Those robins that I saw out of the November, December issue of the Cross Stitch magazine. So I think I'll use some of these for that. But really pretty. And then I got some more DMC that have funky labels. Well, this one is, again, it's that necessities work. This says floss overdyed 20 yards. Look at that color. Isn't that pretty? It's 20 yards. That's a pretty good deal. And then I'm not sure. This is another one where it's $38.98. I'm not sure. This feels really nice. This is like really almost silky feeling, so I'm thinking it's a special type of DMC. And this must be, this says Antique Effects E3685. So this is one of the, I think, metallics of some kind, because it has a rough feeling, but it has that look of a metallic, but it doesn't look metallic. But you know, they're almost impossible to use. And then I know there's more. I got a bunch of these panache. They are for 11 to 18 count. It says for needlepoint and cross stitch, but the same kind of color range. They're just beautiful colors. And then I got some Embroidery Color Fast. I guess, is this pearl thread? I don't know. That's all it says. It has a number. I'll have to look it up. I really just don't know. But again, really nice. I'm set for fall and Christmas. Oops, I just dropped that one. And I dropped those. And I'm dropping everything. And then I got another one of those 5-digit ones and another green. And then I got one silk. It's River Silks. Those are real pretty, kind of not lime, not really avocado, kind of in between. What else? It just was so much stuff. I have other junk in here. I got treasures. Treasures. Just let me treasures. Get all the treasures out. Got Krennic. Look at that, pretty Krennic. And I got Krennic ribbon. I don't have any of this stuff. Fucking special. I got some glass treasures. This is from Mill Hill, 122.66. Little green. See those? I'll try to get out of the glare. And then there's this little, it's like a little copper heart. Isn't that cute? Let me see, hold on. Of course, it's the same color as my hand. And if I turn it, it's going to flip. Let me do it over here. You can kind of see the back of it here. See? And then I got, these are size 8 glass beads. I got a whole bunch of those. I think that's it. Oh no. I have this Krennic. Look at that. Look at that, pretty. And there was one more Krennic, I think. Oh, and I had a little, what is this? It's a little bird. You can tell. You can tell on the back side. Because it's silver on the back side. And a green Krennic. Pretty, 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 pretty. And I think that's it. Okay. Anyway, that was my haul. I thought it was fun. I like it. And actually, one of the lavenders and lace I have, I can use this in, but I don't use on that other, because I can't imagine I use all of this in that one I showed you that I got with this little mystery box. Okay. That's it. What are my plans? My sales. I'm gonna tear out that Prim Village that I started because it looked terrible. Because I tried doing it in a hoop. I just do better in hand. I'm gonna just redo it because I hadn't started too much of it, so I'm gonna start that. I don't know. I don't want to. I still am not comfortable with 20 different things going on at the same time. I need to finish some stuff I have. So I'm going to try not to start anything until I finish something. Anyway, that's it for this week. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I've gotten some new subscribers. That's been fun. If you are not subscribed, not many things in life are free, but I'm free. I'm cheap, but I'm not easy. You know, please subscribe, check around, look at my other videos. I'm here every week or so. I'm not very good at having a set time. Some people are. I thought I was going to start being, I really do want to kind of start being that, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And really, if I don't have anything, do you really want to hear from me? No. Because then I just ramble on about stuff. Anyway, if you do, subscribe. Hit the little button for notifications and everything. Leave a comment. If you liked the video, say you liked it. If you didn't like the video, go get some coffee. And, yeah, that's it. Have a good week. Y'all stay safe. Wear your masks. Stay away from people. 6 feet. And do what you need to do. And hopefully we'll soon be past the worst of all this. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.